Hey, welcome back to the Signature Movement. It's your girl Tanya D. Floyd. I'm about to be in these streets. I forgot my hat. Hope I don't sweat too much because then my age is going to ball all the way up. I like how they relax right now, just chilling. But if I get sweaty, it's going to be a whole situation. Not attractive. But anyway, let's talk some more about credit and things. And things like not really about credit, but kinda, sorta, kinda. I sensed a disturbance in the force, and someone had questions about buy now, pay later services. What are those? You know how you go on a website to buy some stuff, and they'll say you can use Affirm and get installment payments on this product, or if you use Klarna or Sezzle or Afterpay, or they got a lot of them. What's the other one? Zip something. It used to be, I forget. But anyway, they got lots of them now. But I have read recently that they were going to start reporting those on your credit report. So I did a little bit more research, and I learned that Affirm does in fact report to your Experian credit report, but it's not a consistent thing. It's not like every single time, because I've had a few of those with Amazon, and only one of them showed up on my credit. It was closed from November, but it did show up. So be mindful that those are going to be there, and it will show that you owe an outstanding amount or whatever. And if you didn't pay it right, it might show that you didn't pay it right. So be careful. And I know it sounded like when we were signing up for them that they were totally separate and apart from your credit report, but not necessarily true. Some of the other ones are allegedly going to report to Equifax, but I haven't seen that on mine yet. So, and I've used them all, believe me. Before I started applying for credit cards, I was using that heavy on these projects. But just be mindful that the buy now, pay later is not always separate from your credit. Sometimes it'll show up. So be nice and pay them on time. The other thing was interest rates. So I said yesterday that you shouldn't have to worry about your interest rate if you pay off your prior month's balance by the due date. Well, that's still true. However, I probably should have said that sometimes when you apply for credit in places like, generally when you do a store credit, like a retail credit card, it will say you have a promotional promotional offer, and that is like they'll give you 0% interest for 6 months or 12 months or 18 months or whatever, based on whatever special they're running right then. So you watch those, and while you're applying, just see if that's an offer that's out there, and then you won't even have to worry about the interest rate, and you could just pay it off before those 6 or 12 or 18 months is up. And then you got a nice stretch of, time to pay for your things before you actually have to pay them. What else did I feel in this atmosphere? Somebody wanted to know about, oh, good grief, what else was it? I forget, but those are some tips that I thought about last night. And I also wanted to remind you about those annual fees. And I said look for a low annual fee card. Low means like $39, not $99 or $79 that'll become $99 or anything. Try to find one, if you have to have it, that's like a $39 annual fee or a $35 annual fee, and not a monthly fee. Yeah, there was one other piece, but I forgot when I was on my way to get in the car, so forgive me. Send me a question, leave it in comments, send it on my website, whatever you need. Just let me know what you're thinking. And for those who have been in the credit game for a long time, but your credit score is not really moving upward, you've gotten stagnant, well, maybe that's because you haven't learned the statement date situation. You're paying your bill on time every month, but you're not paying it down enough by the statement date. So Under 10% is the goal. Make sure your balance at the time it reports to the credit bureaus, which is the last day of your statement cycle or your statement date, make sure it's below 10% balance on your total credit availability. Like, it's not just each card. So like, your utilization is based on all of your credit, accounts combined. So if you have $5,000 in available credit for, all your cards together, then you would want to make sure you have less than a $500 balance on all of them together. So if you want to use one a lot more than the others, keep the rest of them at zero if you want to, but use that one all the way up until you get to the 10% line. Don't go past that if you want optimum points on your credit score, okay? So do that consistently, and you don't get all the points in 1 month all at one time. You get them gradually, but you do get a lot initially when you make that change. It's like, oh, you're doing something different. We like it. And then they put, like rings in your Sonic bowl or something. My grandbaby said he went and saw Sonic the other day, and he was talking about the rings. So yeah. Anyway, 10% by your statement date. No more than 10% balance reported on your total number of accounts. Pay it consistently. Pay it, by the due date if you want to avoid interest charges on that month's charges. If you have a promotional offer out there, great, use those. They're wonderful. You have however much time they say to pay it without worrying about the interest, and you can roll it over from month to month until you get to the end of that period, and then they're going to start assessing interest. What else did I know? That's it. That's all I can think of. If you have questions, again, leave it in the comments. Hit me up on my website. Other than that, have a great day. It's a beautiful day out here. It's 70 degrees, headed on up to about 80. It's 12:36. Yeah, it'll probably be 80 in about 2 more hours. But the sun is out. It's another day. Whatever troubles you have, just leave them. Oh, I was reading my text for the day, and I came across a video. It was very encouraging about, getting people reunited after COVID. And that one particular scripture popped back up again. It's for me, I know, but it's for you too. But, it said, keep calm and show trust. It was in Isaiah. I can't remember exactly, but I have it stuck, literally a sticker on the back of my phone to remind me when I start tripping that I need to keep calm and show trust in God, because He got this. So remember that, and carry on.